Good morning, students. Thank you very much for attending this presentation. I'm very happy that you've all decided to come to UKZN, and I think you've made a very good decision to study for the BCom and to join us. It's a very nice university. We've got very good ratings, and I'm sure you'll make long-lasting friendships. I just want to share my screen quickly because I want to show you where my presentation is. There we are. And I want to use a slideshow from the beginning. Okay. So basically, I'm going to take you through the BCom, B-Admin, and BBA. So my name is Professor Micheline Nordi. You can call me Micheline, and I have been lecturing. I've been at this institution for 21 years. I'm also an alumni of this university. I did my undergrad degree here. I did a BBA. I did the Bachelor of Commerce honors. I did masters, and then I did my my doctoral studies through UNISA many years ago. So and I teach supply chain management. And at the moment, I'm currently the academic leader for teaching and learning at the School of Management, IT and Governance. So I'm going to take you through our BCom. I'm not sure if my colleagues are here. I've got one thumbs up. And my colleagues, they will introduce themselves and they will talk about their discipline because we all have our disciplines and we'll go through that now. But basically, so the BCom degree, it's just an overview of the BCom. So it's basically designed to provide your primary foundation in the field of business and commerce. So by implication, doing a Bachelor of Commerce degree, you're going to land up in business, okay? Because that's what you study. And it will serve to develop graduates from their primary discipline into organizational management and leadership positions. So in other words, by default, because you've studied for a BCom and you specialize in a specific field, you will probably land up in managerial positions and leadership positions, maybe not at the outset in your first year of working because you've got to accumulate some experience, but later on, you probably will get into management positions. And also, if you want to, we offer entrepreneurship. You may want to decide to come up with your own business, set up your own business, or you've got an innovation that you've got something to offer. And you can set up your own business rather than working for someone. So a BCom is really required to work in the dynamic, complex environment of contemporary Africa and its transition agenda, as well as the need for internationalization and globalization. So maybe in the 80s, you could get a job and you could be an artisan, or you could come out of school and work your way up, and you could become a chief executive officer because of the years of experience. Now the minimum entry requirements is a degree. So companies like Amazon, Unilever, Procter & Gamble, they're looking for graduates, and the prerequisite is a degree. So a degree is very important to get into the market. So it's basically a ticket to get into the workplace, but it's actually how you apply yourself that will determine how successful you are going to be. And that's why it's important is to start working at university and to start getting into good habits. So once you've got a Bachelor of Commerce degree, it's almost like a bridging program, and you can proceed to Bachelor of Commerce honors and related management and commercial fields. So, for example, if you've majored in supply chain management, you could do a Bachelor of Honors in supply chain management, or if you've majored in marketing, or if you've majored in management, entrepreneurship, human resources, finance, economics. It really depends what your area of specialization is. So at a BCom degree, you're going to choose 2 majors, but we'll get there later. We'll talk about that later. So, and then from honors, you can then do masters, which is level 9, and then you can do PhD, which is level 10, and that's the highest you can go. So something about the Bachelor of Commerce degree, I suggest, as I said, you all start working, you start creating good habits now. It's a 3-year full-time qualification. It's offered on the Pietermaritzburg campus, and do I have my camera on? Sorry, guys, I thought I had my camera on. That was quite rude. Please accept my apologies. I'll switch my camera on now. So I'm based at the Pietermaritzburg campus. You can see the WAB building behind me, and a nice big old building with a clock tower. So that's where I'm based. But there's also Westville campus. So yes, we've got Pietermaritzburg and Westville campus. And yeah, our degrees are the same. It's not where if you've done one at UK at PMB or Westville, that one is better than the other. They are both the same. So to get into the BCom, the matric requirements are you need a national senior certificate with degree admission. So I'm sure you all qualify, because if you didn't qualify, you wouldn't be here, you wouldn't have been accepted. You need core maths level 4. You need English and life orientation at level 4. And you need the minimum academic point score is 30, and that's excluding life orientation. I've made a comment here at the bottom. Please note that you must have met these requirements to be accepted to the BCom. I will not be able to be into the BCom at any point if you have not met these requirements. So the reason why I have put that there, because there are students who later on, they've done 1 year at B-Admin or BBA or social sciences, and they want to transfer into the BCom. Now, they can transfer into the BCom. You can transfer into the BCom anytime, as long as you meet those requirements. If you don't have core maths level 4, or you don't have 30 points, you will not be accepted. You will not be allowed to transfer. So I just want students to be aware of this. If there are any students that don't meet these particular requirements for the BCom, you know, you cannot transfer into the BCom. You need, for any degree, you need the minimum requirement. Just some career opportunities in the BCom, okay? As I said, we've got various disciplines. So you choose your majors, but I'm going to talk about that a bit later. But, you know, we offer marketing and supply chain management, information systems and technology, human resource management, management and entrepreneurship, and other careers. So I'm going to look at the career opportunities in the BCom. In marketing and supply chain, you can be a lecturer, you can be a product manager, a brand manager, a social media marketing manager, you can be a researcher, a marketing rep, a sales rep, business analyst, customer relationship manager. You can go into advertising, public relations. You can go into retail managing. You can be a brand manager. Social media is also quite a big thing at the moment. Social media marketing manager. And you can get into general manager, logistics manager. You can get into procurement. Yeah, so with supply chain, you can get into operations. So the world is really your oyster if you do marketing and supply chain. But then, of course, there's also information systems and technology. Once again, not just with a BCom, but it says you can be a lecturer. But if you want to be a lecturer, you're going to have to get a PhD. So bear in mind, you'll have to get an undergrad, an honors, a master's, and a PhD. But you can be a lecturer with it later on. Then you can be a business analyst, a software architect, a software engineer, an ICT auditor. So there's a whole lot of jobs available there. In human resource management, you can be a consultant, a labor relations consultant, or a human relations manager in a big organization. In management and entrepreneurship, you can be a consultant, a management consultant, go into public relations, a researcher, and also in entrepreneurship, you can set up your own business. It tells you here what an entrepreneur is. Okay, so I've gone through the career opportunities that you can do in the BCom. Now let's go to the nitty-gritty here. With regard to the nitty-gritty, I can see there's a lot of comments, so I will look at the comments later. I can't read the chats now. I will answer questions later. But the first year in the BCom, okay, you don't have to worry about what modules must I choose. You do not have a choice. The first year BCom is, first year level is standard. So these are the modules you're going to choose. You're going to go for semester 1, and this is semester 2. And it's a total of 160 credits. You're going to do accounting 101, microeconomics, quantitative methods, management 102, and ICT for business. That's in the first semester. And second semester modules, you can do accounting 102 or 103. The accounting 102 is more for the BCom accounting lecturers. Now, BCom accounting qualification and the accounting 103 is a little bit easier. I just want to point out that also you cannot proceed, you cannot move to BCom accounting unless you've got 5. The requirements are a bit heavier for BCom accounting. You need level 5 maths, and unless you've got that, you won't get accepted into accounting. But if you meet the minimum criteria, you can accept them. So then you do introduction to commercial law, introduction to stats, principles of microeconomics, and development applications fundamentals. Now, it's important that, you know, as I said, you've got to get into good habits at the outset. And the reason why you need to get into good habits is because you don't want to fail anything. Okay, it creates a lot of problems for you. So first of all, if you don't fail, if you don't pass 2 modules, at least 3 modules, you're going to get put at risk. And then you're going to get put at risk again if you do badly again. And then you're going to go on probation, and then you're going to get excluded. You don't want that. You want to get into good habits now. You want to pass everything. Also, if you, for example, fail a module and you need to repeat it in the second year, invariably there's going to be clashes, because we can't, you know, we look at the year 1, year 2, and year 3 when we set up lecture timetables. We can't accommodate for students that might be doing level 2 and level 1 modules and level 3 modules. It's just not physically possible. So I urge you to work hard and to pass all these modules and then go to your second year. Now, we will talk about your second year some other time. I'm not going to talk about it now because it's just going to confuse you. Read your handbook. It's in the handbook. Basically, you've got a core module, which is Management 2SM in the first semester, and another core module, which is Zulu 101. Or if you've been exempted from Zulu, you need to pick up another first-year elective. Now, when it tells you you can pick up a first-year elective, you can pick up a second-year elective or a third-year elective. But if you need a second-year elective, you cannot use a first-year elective or a second-year elective. Okay, that gets a bit complicated, but I urge you to work hard and to pass all these modules, and we'll look at some survival tactics. Then we've got the Bachelor of Administration. Okay, the B-Admin degree is designed to provide a foundation to the field of business and commerce as well. It would serve to develop graduates from their primary discipline. Also, same sort of thing. It's the same sort of thing. The program will serve as a bridging program to the Bachelor of Admin Honours and related management commercial fields. So you're looking more at public administration, you're looking more at public administration, you're looking at policies, public administration, looking at education, but from an administrative point of view, looking at policy of education and things like that. So that's a full-time, 3-year full-time Bachelor B-Admin. Sorry, guys, there's an error here. I got this from the handbook. The B-Admin is not offered on the Pietermaritzburg campus. It's only offered on the Westville campus. I'll need to correct that. So please accept my apologies. The B-Admin degree is only offered on the Westville campus. And your core maths is level 3. And your English and life orientation is level 4. and your minimum academic point score is 28, which excludes life orientation. The reason why your BCom you need level 4 as opposed to this one where it's level 3 is because there's a lot more maths involved. You've got to do stats, you've got to do maths, you've got to do economics, you can do finance. There's quite a bit of maths involved. So once again, I want to make it clear that you've got to meet those requirements to be accepted to the B-admin, and you will not be able to enter B-admin at any point if you haven't met these requirements. So some careers that graduates can pursue in many fields. So it includes obviously in the civil service, such as education administrators, administrative service managers, public administration consultants, can be an executive director, the director of development, policy analysts, city managers, and working for NGOs, but you're basically dealing with public affairs and legislation. So the first year in the B-admin, the same sort of thing. It's also, it's only 128 credits in the first year. And you also, well, you've got a little bit of a choice in that you can choose between Econ 1CO or Econ 101. So you've got to be quite strategic there, because if you've got Econ 101, maybe you want to do economics 201 and 202. Otherwise, if you don't want to carry on with economics, you choose economics 1CO. The same with introduction to individual behavior and HRM or accounting. If you want to do accounting 101, you can do accounting 101, or you can do HRM. You know, like I always think accounting is not always a bad thing to have. It's quite good because, you know, when you're in management, you're going to have to also look at budgets and figures, and you kind of need to understand. In your level 2, also, you've got, there's not much choice, except here you can choose between Econ 102, which is a follow-up from Econ 101, and you can do Accounting 103. As I said, there's Accounting 102 and 103 in the BCom. The Accounting 103 is it's for those students who are not going to carry on with accounting. It's much easier than Accounting 102. So you just go along, you register, and you just choose those modules on the system, and then you just submit, and we will approve it on the other side. Then we've got the BBA. The BBA degree, that's the degree I did. And I didn't come to university when I was young, like you students. I went to university when I was a mother with 2 children. And it was a degree that was offered. It was offered in the 90s, and it was offered in the evenings. So it's an opportunity for those students that did not have the opportunity to work, that did not have the opportunity to go to university, who are working and now decide they want to study and get a degree. So they went in the evening. So a whole lot of us went in the evening. It's 4 days, 4 nights a week. When I went, it was face-to-face. Since COVID, it has now moved. Online. But yeah, there's a great demand for commerce-related skills and competencies in the African work environment because of the globalization and regional integration. So it's also designed to cater for students who've been matriculated and would like to study in the evening due to work commitments, and those who have completed the Certificate of Business Administration wishing to pursue a formal qualification in business administration. So if you don't have the required matric points, I think I've mentioned it later, you can do the Certificate of Business Administration, and you need to get an average, I think, of 60%, and that can also go towards, then you will get accepted into the Bachelor of Business Administration. So what can you do with the Bachelor of Business Administration degree? You can do a postgrad diploma. So we offer PG Dips in the evening, and then you can proceed to MBA level, or you can do, with the PG Dip, you can go the master's route and then the PhD route. So I went to become honors route because at that time, it was available, and I did pick up extra modules. And then I did the Master's Commerce in Supply Chain Management by research. So it is possible. It is quite competitive, but it is possible. But yeah, then I had to give up my job and I had to come to university full time to do that. But the PG dip is just as good. It's also offered in the evenings, and you can choose the research methodology module and the, I think it's actually compulsory now, and the research project, and then you can proceed to master's course called master's. You can do either master's coursework or master's by full research. And then you can go to PhD route, but that's a long route. So let us all get through our first year first and pass all these modules. So yeah, it's basically after hours offering makes it possible for those who are working to acquire a qualification and to be able to be more effective in the workplace. And the reason why I also chose to study, and I can tell you that right now, is that I worked in the buying office. I was a senior buyer. And what happens is that you've got kids coming in with a degree, and then you teach them everything, and about a year later they overtake you, and you think, but this is not fair. And then your boss will say, well, they've got a degree, you don't. So, the only way to overcome that is then to also get the degree. Then they can't say they've got the degree, you don't, because now you've also got your degree. So it kind of holds you back if you don't have a degree. And you'll see people coming in much younger than you who are just going to take over. They're going to overtake you, and it can be quite frustrating. So, yeah, that's why it's very important. So that's why this degree was actually created, a BBA. So you need a the matric requirements is that you need a national senior certificate with a degree admission. So you need Maths 3, English, and Life Orientation 4, and 26, a matric point score of 26, excluding Life Orientation, or the UKZN UEL Certificate in Public Administration. I think it's not Public Administration, the handbook is wrong. I think it's the Certificate of Business Administration, or equivalent school-approved qualification with minimum being awarded at the UKZN Certificate in Business Administration. Yeah, approved by the school, and achieve for the certificate or equivalent qualification an average of at least 60%, as well as a final mark of 55% for the introduction to management science or equivalent. So the reason why you need 55%, because the BBA also has a maths component. It's got tax, it's got accounting, it's got finance. So it's got quite a bit of numeracy in there. Once again, you must meet these requirements to be accepted to the B-admin, and will not be able to enter the B-admin or the BBA at any point if you haven't met these requirements. So what can you do with the Bachelor of Business Administration? Okay, you can do many things. It's a very generic degree. It's almost like a precursor to the MBA. So then you would do your PG dip, and if you did the BBA, you would do what you did at BBA at the MBA level, but in much more depth and case studies related. And yeah, you can get into marketing roles. You can get into digital marketing. You can have roles in sales. You can lead a sales team. You can set targets. You can develop strategies to achieve revenue goals. You can get into finance positions in financial analysis and investment banking. But you can get into human resources in recruitment and training. You can have an operations career in supply chain and project management. You can get into entrepreneurship using business operations knowledge to establish a new business. So when I was doing my BBA, there were quite a few entrepreneurs who were with me who didn't have a degree and who studied, and it actually helped them to improve on their business. But yeah, there are lots of things available. And if you're working already in the field of HR, or but you basically get an overview of everything in the BBA. And once again, that's the first year. I've done this slightly different here, but you don't have a choice. You just go and tick all the boxes. So it's business management, economics, communication in business. That's for the students who've been exempted from Zulu. And then those who aren't exempted from Zulu must do Zulu. So that's a requirement if you come to University of KwaZulu-Natal. Everyone has to do Zulu 101. And then you do management science, which is kind of a maths module. You can see why you need that maths component. The business accounting, economics and computing and business law. So you can see there are 4 modules per semester, because you've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So you've got lectures 4 days a week. So we don't have lectures on a Friday evening, and lectures are from 5:30 until 8:30. Okay, surviving your first year at UKZN. Yeah, it's quite tricky, your first year at UKZN, because at UKZN, at any university, because you are coming, effectively, you're coming from secondary school. So this is like your school. You've got a teacher, you've got a few students, and the teacher, he knows all the kids, he knows all the school kids. Now you come to university, that's what your first year lectures will look like. So all of a sudden you're just this person, and you almost become invisible, and you've got one lecturer in the front, and there's no ways this lecturer can know all the people in the room. So it's really up to you to take notes and, to work hard, to read and do your assessments, study, pass your tests. So how do you cope? So I think, attend all the lectures, and if they're tutorials, attend the tutorials. So a lot of students, they don't come to class, they think they don't need to come to class. And maybe it's one of the reasons is because we put all our lecture notes on a platform called Moodle, which you will have access to. But you will always learn something from the classroom. Always be on time, and then start studying from the first day of lectures, and get the textbooks on time. Get the textbooks. You need to have the textbooks, and then also seek help. There are lots of other students. Don't, I get quite irritated, and I get irritated not in a bad way, but in the sense that students will come to me and they will say, "Oh, but so-and-so told me this, and so-and-so told me that." And you found that students tend to exaggerate things. "Oh, it was very hard," or "Oh, it takes 3 weeks to get approved," which isn't true. So it's always better not to listen to students, or if they talk to you, be polite, listen, and it goes in one ear and comes out the other ear. But go to the source and find out what is the real story. Don't listen to other students, because you're going to get very confused. We do have academic, I don't know what they're called now, sorry. We've got each discipline has got an ADO, Academic Development Officer, and you can go there for help. They will help you with your assessments. We've got the writing school. They will help you. There's quite a lot of help available at the university. I'm sure you've learned about that yesterday through the orientation. So before I ask any questions, I've got Andrisha here, Dr. Bahari here, and perhaps she would like to say something. I'm going to stop sharing my screen for now, and I'll come back. Andrisha, do you want to say something?
Prof, I think you covered everything, but it's an absolute pleasure to be here. I'm Dr. Bihari, Senior Lecturer in the Discipline of Management and Entrepreneurship. So we welcome you, and we trust that you will enjoy your stay with us and that you will progress very nicely from first year into second year and into third year. I can speak on management. If you choose this field to major in management, it's very dynamic, versatile, and full of opportunities. There's so much to do. Every organization needs a manager, and I trust that you too one day want to be at the top of your organization. And like Prof mentioned, if you choose entrepreneurship, then you can be your own boss. We're looking at so many things when it comes to fulfilling the requirements in relation to being your own boss and being an entrepreneur. You're driven by passion and you self-motivated. And that's the skills you're going to learn when you take my course in first year management. So I'm looking forward to lecturing to those that are doing the B admin and the BCom. And yeah, if you have any questions, you feel free to ask any questions. I'm
Okay,
really excited for Monday. I trust that you are too.
yeah, we start on Monday. Quite a big jump, eh? Are you nervous? Are you
They
guys
shouldn't be. They
nervous?
have us here. We're here to support them and guide them and make sure that they have what it takes to get through their first semester, their first year, and progress very nicely. So yes. Okay.
Yeah, super nervous. Please don't be super nervous. Yeah, it's just come, show up, sit down, listen attentively, and it's a bit overwhelming the first week, but yeah, but you'll get there. You'll get the hang of it. And then by second year, I always, when I first started, I hated teaching the second years. I'll tell you why I used to hate teaching the second years. Is because when they've done first year and they're in second years, they really think they know it all. They're the big shots. And they give you a hard time. You know, they try and give you a hard time in class. But then in third year, they realized, oh, you know, I need to finish my degree now. So they're a little bit more serious, so they're more attentive. So yeah, that was my experience with the second years. But Sirai, you've raised your hand. You want to say something? Will students in this program not stay in the school? How do you mean stay in the school? Are there evening classes for BCom General? No. BCom General is face-to-face. The undergrad classes are face-to-face. Yeah, no, they're face-to-face. Yeah. Vanya, is there anything you would like to add?
Good morning, Prof. Good morning, students. Morning, colleagues. I think we could say officially welcome to the University of KwaZulu-Natal. We are excited to have you with us at our school, specifically the School of Management, IT and Governance, in one of the various qualifications. We do hope that you have a blissful first year, and we do hope that you do excel in your qualifications. And if there's anything specific that you need, I can assist you with all administrative types of queries in terms of what your degrees entail, which Prof has explained to you and showed you the different modules. But remember that your first year journey is not just exciting, it's also full of hard work and dedication. It is a different setting from the schooling setting, but we want you to engage on all the various platforms and all the services that are provided for you. So be sure to inquire and be sure to have the best first year possible. But remember, all the support is provided. If you're uncertain, you can always ask.
Okay. When will the timetable be released for the BBA, Ravanya? There's a question there, I think.
Okay, so timetables for all qualifications, BCom General, BCom Foundation General, the Bachelor of Administration, which is the B Admin. The timetables are available on the timetable website from the university platform. To access that from the university link, you go to the quick link, select on students, and then you will see the lecture timetables. For the Bachelor of Business Administration, which is coded BBADM, the administrators will email all registered students the timetable by this Friday. Okay, so just be sure that you keep a lookout on your emails. Okay, so we will endeavor to communicate to your private emails and a student email at this point. But once we go into the semester, communication will only be to your student email accounts. But be rest assured you will get all the details by the end of this week.
Okay. I've had a query, Tandi. Will students be shown around campus? And Risha's back. Tandi? I think you're frozen, or I'm frozen.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Prof, to interject. I think there's the load shedding that's just occurred, or power outage. So it could be affecting network.
Okay, all right, okay. Okay.
But can you hear me, Rivania?
Now we can
Yes,
hear
hi,
you.
Tandi.
Great. So as I was saying, we're gonna have a first year meet and greet event soon across all 3 of the campuses where we have offering as the College of Law and Management Studies. I think it's going to be scheduled for the 22nd of February. Invites will be sent to our first years soon. So we'll definitely have an event where first years can come and get to know the campuses they're based in, but communication will be sent out soon. And then, Prof, I was just wondering, I see here on the Q&A, there's a lot of questions about transferring from, if you're able to transfer from BCom General to, BCom in accounting. So maybe if we can just talk a bit about that area. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks. I've seen that. What I said was that what the entry requirements were for the BCom. Lorata's got her hand up. I think she's put her hand up a few times. Do you want to say something, Lorata, before I carry on? Unmute yourself, Lorata, if you're able to.
Her hand has gone back down again. Okay, there it seems up. Lorata, go ahead. I'll allow you to go. You're unmuted.
Hello.
Yes, hi.
Hi. I was wondering because when you were explaining about the accounting 01 and accounting 02 and 03, and you said accounting 03 is way much easier if you're not wanting to go into the accounting path.
211 and 212. Yes, you could do second year accounting, and you can choose. Ravanya, I always get mixed up. An accounting major is 32 credits. Now, a major is normally 64. So you can have accounting with auditing. I always get mixed up, Ravanya. You know it better than I do.
All right. So for the BCom general qualification, you have to have a total of 2 majors, which total to 128 credits. Each major comprises of 64 credits. To major in accounting and the BCom general, it would have to be under a specific combination. So you would either major in accounting with tax, or accounting with auditing, or accounting with math, which is managerial finance management. And you would have to choose another major within the school or college. For example, supply chain or finance or economics, IST, management, marketing, HR, etc. Okay, I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, and students get very confused with that because there are only 2 modules in accounting, and then you've got to have tax with it. So you take that combination. But yeah, there are prerequisites. So if you do accounting 102, you can take accounting 211. I'll come to you now with 1C. Accounting 211 and or math. Students get confused with that. So then you would have to choose accounting 102. If you're not going to carry on with accounting, go for accounting 103. To move across to BCom accounting, no, you can't, unless you've got the requirements. You've got level 5 maths and you've got the points. Then you can move across to BCom accounting. So if you had applied for BCom accounting and they've put you in BCom general, it means that you didn't meet the entry requirements for BCom accounting. Now, you don't have to be a CA. if you you don't have to be you don't have to be a CA. You can do other qualifications, like I think it's SEMA. There is I don't know, it's professional qualifications, and I'm not sure what the requirements are to do that. But yeah, with BCom General, you won't be a chartered accountant unless you finish your BCom, and then you go to BCom Accounting, but you can only take 50% of your credits across and then kind of start all over again. Look, a chartered accountant, everybody wants to be a chartered accountant. It's not the be all and end all. Yes, they do earn a lot of money, but I also know a lot of chartered accountants that don't earn a lot of money. And I do know a lot of people with a general degree that are top CEOs, and they make a lot of money. It's really what you're passionate about. And, I was married to an accountant. My husband passed away, but it's become very much report-based. It's very different to what it was all these years ago. And if that's not your passion, it can be quite boring. So, chartered accountancy is not the be-all and end-all. They used to make chartered accountants CEOs years ago if you were a CEO, but that's all changed. They don't have the credibility, not the credibility, that's the prestige that they had all those years ago. It's very much now engineering generalists. It's changed, the world has changed. But yeah, BBA, the same from BBA, you need those entry requirements to get into the BCom. The minimum entry requirements, if you don't meet those entry requirements, you're not going to be accepted into the BCom or the BCom accounting from BBA. Somebody asked with regard to how accommodation. BBA is a self-funded program. I don't think you get NSFAS funding. And I'm not sure if they give you, I'm not sure if they give you housing. I can't answer that question. Tabidi Tabani Sitoli raised her hand. Yes, Tabani, what would you like to ask? You've got to unmute yourself. Tabani, you can unmute yourself and ask your question. Hello, Tabani, please unmute yourself. Yeah, okay, all right. All right, then. Oh, there you are, okay. Yes, what's your question, sir?
Okay, my question is, since we are the first years, okay, okay, when we will get timetables, what time should we arrive at classes, all those stuffs, and about the laptops and textbook that to use.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
we are going to be provided, or we must buy it by ourselves, or yeah, okay. Yeah, that's what
All right. Okay, so first of all, regarding textbooks, first of all, you need to go to the university website, and you need to go to students, and you need to look at timetabling. Under your timetables,
yes,
you can then you can see the codes, and you can see where your classes are. And if you've got some friends, you can work with your friends, but you can basically find out where your classes are and what time your classes start. And then okay, so you've got to work that out. With regard to textbooks, okay, the lecturers will give you a course outline. And once you are registered, and in that course outline, it will tell you what books you need, textbooks that you need. The textbooks, the course outlines will also be provided on a Moodle. No, it's not Moodle. I keep calling it Moodle. It used to be Moodle. It's now Learn. It will be Learn 2025. And you can only have access to Learn 2025 for that particular module if you are a registered student. So I'm not sure yet if the lecturers have opened up the platform yet. I'm not teaching this semester, so I haven't set up a platform yet, but I usually open mine and I put everything there. I put the course outline there, everything else. So yeah, the laptops, I'm afraid I cannot answer that. I don't even want to try and attempt to answer that because I don't know how it works. I don't know if standard students get a laptop. I don't know the facts. I don't know. Do you know, Ruvania? Did they get given laptops? And then somebody asked me what type of laptop must we get. I also don't know. You could go to the computer department, the ICS, and ask them what do they suggest. But yeah, I don't know. Sorry. Does anybody? Yes, Tanvi.
No. As I was about to say, tomorrow for our first year experience program, the session is by ICS. So
Okay.
all ICS related queries, your data, your laptops will be covered in tomorrow's session. I'll put the link for tomorrow's session in the chat shortly.
Okay, great.
All right.
Okay. Nokufila and Kumalo, but there are two others have raised up their hands. I don't know if you want to let them in. Yes, Nokufila, unmute yourself. You're on the platform.
Good morning, everyone.
Hi.
I wanted to ask regarding the mentor thing. I still haven't received an email from my mentor.
Okay. Don't know. I think have you been allocated a mentor yet? Nokufila? Yeah.
Yes.
Have you been allocated a mentor yet?
No, I haven't. And they said we must have a mentor by the end of this week, because on Monday, when the session was on, they gave us an email that we can contact so we can get a mentor. And I did, but then I still haven't received an email.
Okay, but they'll probably be inundated with emails. That's probably still coming because it's only Wednesday today. So yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Tabani, you still got your hand up. Yeah, Zulu. Hang on a second here. Zulu is the second year. It's offered in the second year, guys. So there's quite a bit of discussion here. You need to what degree you're registering for. Just be careful. You must follow the curriculum that I shared with you. Hey, don't go and do different things now. Zulu is offered in the second year. You can do Zulu in the second year in the second semester. But please don't go and do that now. You need to register for your if you are just have a look here from the beginning. Sorry, I'm just going back here. This is the modules for the BCom students. Okay, I don't want to see people talking about Zulu. Zulu is a core module to the degree, but Zulu for BCom students, you will do it in the second year. You will do management 2 core modules, management 2 SM and Zulu in the management 2 SM semester 1, Zulu in semester 2. I don't want to see anybody making changes here. I saw something about legal studies and everything. Please, I don't want to. This is what you register for. You don't register for anything else. You've got your 5 modules here. You choose between accounting 102 or 103. So if you love accounting and you're passionate about it, go for accounting 102. What you can do is you can register for accounting 102. If you found in the first semester that it's too hard or you didn't like it, you can always deregister from 102 and register for 103. So you don't have to have a decision that is set in cement at this stage. or if you need to choose between those two. Okay, so I don't want anyone deviating from this. Then for the B-Admin degree, this is the modules here. I don't know what the difference is between elementary microeconomics or macroeconomics. I should imagine the elementary macroeconomics might be easier than the microeconomics. But remember I said, if you want to continue with economics and you want to do economics 201 at second year level, you're going to need to have economics 101 and economics 102. So if you choose and pass Econ 1 CO, do not choose economics in the second semester in the B-Admin degree because you won't be able to do it. And then between introduction to individual behavior or accounting 101, once again, it's up to you. If you want to do accounting, do accounting. If you don't want to do accounting, go for the HR module. But then remember, you can't do accounting 103 because I think the 101 is the prerequisite for 103. Same here. If you've done Econ 1 CO, do Econ 1 DO. You can't now go and do Econ 102 because, you know, that, yeah, because of the prerequisites. But if you're majoring in economics, then you would have to do these modules, 101, 102. And then your Zulu, okay, you've got 3 choices there. If you're doing the B-Admin degree, if you get exempted from Zulu because you did, you did Zulu in high school or you're Zulu speaking, then you could choose between principles of social behavior or accounting 103. Okay, so that if you aren't exempted from Zulu, then you pick Zulu here. You pick it here. You don't choose anything else. You need to do that Zulu behind you. You can do an extra credit, but then that's going to really, you're going to be over-credited and it's going to cost you more money. And then with the BBA, that's what you do. Once again, you have to do your business management, your economics. If you've been exempted from Zulu because you've done it at high school or you are Zulu speaking, then you do the business to communication business. And if you haven't been exempted from Zulu, then you do Zulu here. Okay, or you do management science. So you follow the curriculum for the first year, you follow that. You don't deviate from that. Why is ICTN on the website? You see, there's a whole lot of queries here. Why is ICTN on the website, but when I registered, it was not in my semester module? I don't know what that means. I could only choose one major for my BCom general degree. Okay, now another thing, it's very difficult to choose your majors at the moment. And I'll tell you why, because the reason why it's very difficult to choose your majors because you don't actually know what you like. You might think, I mean, there's students who do become accounting and they get accepted and become accounting, and after 1 year they think, oh my goodness, I don't want to do this for the rest of my life. And then they come to become general and they pick economics and finance. But what was I going to say? Somebody asked a question and I've forgotten what the question was on the chat. I don't know the difference between accounting 1A, 101 and 102. Well, they're 2 different modules. The one is the accounting 101 and then there's accounting 102. We start lectures on Monday. Then what else is there? Tandi has put the link here, online orientation. Register to join the session here. Okay, there's a link that you can click on. What is business accounting? I think it's accounting for business. I don't know, Priyanka, what you're asking that for. Why is ICTN workshop on the website and not on our semester? I think it's because ICTN, they run workshops. So they've got lectures and they've got workshops.
Prof,
Yeah,
Prof, sorry, we've got a few hands here from
yeah, all
two
right.
attendees. Can we take those question
Yeah,
lives and
please.
then go
Yeah,
back? All
please.
right, no
Okay.
problem. We'll start with Nompilo Mkalipi. I'll unmute you.
Okay. All right, and then unmute yourself.
Hi.
Hi, Nompilo.
I wanted to ask, for BCom General, right? You said you put up the specific modules that we need to do for first and second semester. So, because you said we should not do any changes, those are the specific modules that we need to do. But when we were registering, there was one module that they said is compulsory, and we had to choose if we need to do it first or second semester. It's the name of the module is Critical Social Justice and Citizenship. So
Which
is it
module?
fine?
Sorry, so hang on a second. Which degree is that for?
It's BCom General.
Ravanya? I don't know
Hi.
about that.
Yes, so the module is a compulsory module for all first-year university students. It is a non-credit bearing module that you could choose in either semester 1 or 2. There are tutorials that are generally held Monday to Friday, and which you could select a specific time slot and attend accordingly. The module does not form part of the specific degree structures, but it is an overall university required module for all first-year students.
Okay, I didn't know that. What's it called, Ravanya?
You're putting me on the spot.
Nompilo was said what it was.
It's Critical Social Justice and Citizenship.
Thank you.
Okay.
So it's a CSJ kind of code module. Yes.
Okay, all right, okay. Yeah, I should have included that then. I didn't know. Sorry, guys. I'm glad you raised that, Nompilo. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. So you see, we learn something every day, right? Yeah, we all learn something every day. That's why it's important to show up for class. Even the lecturers can learn something. Next person, please. Hi, you can unmute yourself.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thanks, and you. I have a question. So,
Okay.
I saw you put up the modules for the people who are doing a BCom General, but you didn't show the people who are doing the BCom General Extended, because
Yeah.
like some of the modules that I saw in my thing were like the
That's
academic literacy and all of that. So I didn't see you project that, and can we get some clarity as to how those modules work, and the fact that I was also told that in the first day of the orientation thingy, we were told that all of us have to do BCom accounting, but I couldn't see it in like my module thing.
Okay, let me just get to my handbook. That's a good point. I didn't actually, yeah, I forgot about the extended students now. It's actually the first time I've taken over this role as academic leader teaching and learning this year. And I was kind of thrown in the deep end. Let me have a look. Where's this extended? I'm looking for it right now. That's the BCom law, BCom general. Sorry, I'm being put on the spot as well. BCom General Pietermaritzburg, extended curriculum. Is that it? I think so. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm here now. So I'm going to share this. Where's my share button? Okay, we go more share. Share. Okay, all right. Now, Need to make this bigger here because otherwise we're all going to be blind. Can you see this here? So that's the curriculum, Bachelor of Commerce Extended Curriculum. So those are, some people are doing it over 3 years, which is the BCom General. And this is for the BCom, that's for the BCom Extended. So then in the first semester, so you've got 112 credits. So when you finish that year, then you will do level 2. But level 2 will be effectively year 1. So that's the thing here. So yeah, then you choose between stats in that semester or that semester. It's slightly different. For the extended students, you will go for Economics 1 CO in semester 1. And there are various ISTN workshops. And then there's Maths 194, which you can do in either chapter in the semester 1 or 2. Elementary Economics, Macroeconomics, Econ 1 DO, which is offered in semester 2. And then you can do academic literacy for commerce. You can either do it in semester 1 or 2 because it's offered in both. And then management 1SL, which is service learning, which is in semester 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I would suggest that you would pick 4 in semester 1 and 4 in semester 2. Does that make sense? You want to take a little screenshot of that? It's in your handbook, and you will find it in the handbook on page 71. So everything is in the handbook effectively. So your handbook becomes like your, if you can call it your Bible, and it tells you everything that you've got to do for the degrees. Does that help you? Where do we go to do ISTN? I'm not sure how it works with the ISTN workshops. They will tell you. Yeah, they will tell you. I don't know who will tell you, but yeah. Are there any other questions? Colin's got his hand up. No? Colin Pather, yes?
Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
So I'm doing BCom General now, right? Because I must take about 1 NSC point for BCom Accounting. So the guy we spoke to said I can do BCom General this year, and then next year, will I be able to go into BCom Accounting? Because I noticed that the modules are very similar, Accounting 101, Economics 101. So will it be possible for me to switch over to BCom Accounting next year?
Unless you rewrite your matric maths and you get the matric requirements.
So my matric maths, I did meet the requirements for maths and English and stuff, but my NSC points, I must sit. So will I be able to get into BCom Accounting, or I have to rewrite to get the 1 NSC points?
No, if you can try and get 1 more points on your NSC points, but I wouldn't know how that works. But if you you need those requirement points, yeah, they won't let you in.
They won't. So even if I do the modules this year, with the credits and stuff, and then I want to go into BCom Accounting next year, it won't count.
That's what I put in my presentation, and they're very strict with that. You have to meet the minimum
I just want to clarify. And do you know anything about the BCom Accounting Extended Curriculum?
No.
You don't? Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay.
There was another question here. Who can we go for help about the ISTN workshop? Ravanya, do you know? Because it says ISTN workshops, but the foundation program is not run by us, is it? That's why I didn't include it.
Correct. The teaching and learning unit will take the students through all of the modules, including providing them with the timetable and the workshops.
Okay, thank you, Ravanya. And then is the BBA self-funded? Yes, it is. And the classes are from 5:30 until 8:30. One student asked if I have 1 module in semester 1 and 4 in semester 2. In other words, what you're saying is that you've can I move some modules to semester 1? Because you've already got modules? No, because they're only offered in semester 2, so they're not available in semester 1, so you can't. So if you've essentially, if you have completed some modules already, and if you've done management 1 or 2, you could actually do, if you've only got one module that is left to do for you in semester 1, you could actually choose to do management 2SM, and you could choose another module, another 2 modules from the second year. But you've got to make sure you've got the prerequisites. Then you would have 4 and 4. But no, you can't move modules from semester 2 to semester 1. I didn't see to become. Yeah. Are there any other questions? Business administrations, admin is face-to-face. Only BBA is, because it's an evening module, is online. Yes, BBA classes are only online. Can we do supply chain management with finance? Yes, you can. It's a very good combination. Economics and supply chain is also a very good combination. Which timetable should I take if I'm doing BCom General? Well, you would choose the Pietermaritzburg campus or the Westville campus, whatever campus you're on, and then you got to. I think they'll help you at orientation. During registration, I chose accounting as my first major and managerial accounting, and finance as my second. At what point do I get to choose what I want to do with my accounting major next year, second year? Yeah, it kind of froze. Is everyone still here?
Yes, Prof. And we have a question from Asanda Mkwanazi.
Okay.
Asanda, I'm allowing you to talk.
Oh, good morning.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks. So I did do my research about Bachelor of Business Administration, BBA, and nowhere in the website did they tell us that it was gonna be online, because they even shared the campus we're gonna attend at. I was aware that it was gonna be at night, but now I'm getting so confused because I live far, and when I got my offer, I got it with Res. So now the new information you are telling me is really confusing me, because they did not share any of that when we were applying, and when I applied. They did not share anything in my email about it being online, nothing.
So you got Res. Yeah.
Yes, my offer came with a Res.
Okay, so if you're in Res, you should be fine. But yeah, the BBA is online. Yeah, I'm sorry that wasn't communicated to you. Is that problematic for you? Because it means that you can be anywhere you want to be, because then you don't have to be on campus. But
if it's online, is it possible to so is it possible if I stay at home and do it online, or?
Yeah, all you need is a very good internet connection. Yeah. But also remember, because it's for working people, when I teach on the program, I record my lectures and I put my lectures on my recordings on the learning platform. So yeah, yeah. You don't have to be here. You can get home. Shan, is that problematic for you, Sanda?
No, I was just asking because I stay in Dundee, and they did mention I can be in contact with the lecturer, like face to face. So when you mentioned the online one, I think I got a bit confused there with the accommodation as well.
Yeah, no. The thing is that in my case, if you want to come and see me, you must make an appointment, because I work mostly from home. But the face-to-face, the lectures do have consultation times. I have consultation times. I understand people work. So I'm usually available in the evenings to talk to them via email or via Zoom, because they can't take time off to come and see me. But yeah, specifically if someone wants to see me on campus, I can come to campus. But if you want to see your lecturers, yeah, you can come and see them, but you can also meet them online. Yeah.
Another question. This is the last one. You mentioned
No, that's fine.
You mentioned that it is for people that work. So will it be a problem for a person who has just recently finished matric? Like it's not a problem.
It's not a problem. It's yeah, it was created for people who work, because when you're working full time, in fact, if you get a full-time job, you could be doing the BBA in the evening. There are people that work that come straight out of school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But the thing is, Ravania, I'm not sure about NSFAS funding. Is there NSFAS funding for the BBA, Ravania? I don't think so. I think that might be a problem too.
Unfortunately, we can't confirm on funding issues or queries, especially relating to NSFAS. There are funding officers that need to be contacted. What I can do is I can put the contact details down in the chat.
Okay.
So anything relating to
yeah,
funding.
she didn't ask. I just raise it.
Oh, no, it's fine, but I can still put it. So here's a contact list.
Yeah.
It's for the
Or
college,
any,
and then
any funding queries.
Okay, another one, please. So I'm seeing the questions here on the chat, so let me just raise them up as well.
Yeah, sure.
So will the online courses just be for your module or the rest of the lecturers?
No, it's for the whole degree. No, not just for me, for the whole degree on BBA. But I only teach on the BBA, well, hopefully on the second semester. But the BBA and the PGDIP, well, that's the postgrad diploma, they are offered online, and all the lectures will do it in the evening online. So you don't actually come to classes.
Okay, I think it's okay then. I'll go to my faculty and also ask more information about it and how I was like given accommodation and all. It's okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay. I can see you, Sarah's very unhappy with this whole process. I can have 3 years online, but yeah, that's what we're doing. Schlinging Majola, who got his hand raised. What would you like to ask?
So, I'd like to ask, I was trying to make my timetable. It's for BCom General Extended, and then I saw that my academic literacy module and the elementary microeconomics module, the times kind of clash. I know it's on a Wednesday. The lectures have a clash, and on Monday they told us that if they clash, then we must choose like another module, or like if same with like accounting 101, there was accounting 102, 3. So if your timetables clashed with accounting, you could just take another one instead of taking econ 101. So I would like clarity on what I'm supposed to do.
Okay, now hang on a second, wait a minute. Is that for first year?
Yes, it's for the BCom General Extended.
Okay, all right. Because remember, I had the book open, I've closed it, but it's okay, I'll go there again. I'll have a look at, because I want to make sure that I'm clear on what you're asking. What's page 71, I said. Okay, I'll share my screen. Okay, so just want to minimize this. All right, so what you're saying is that ECOS 101, what clashes?
Yes, it clashes with the academic literacy for commerce.
Okay, then you can do it in the second semester.
I can do it in the second semester.
Yeah, remember, because it's offered in the first and the second semester. So
Oh,
so if it clashes with accounting 1AL, then you do it in the second semester. And what else is clashing?
I think it was just those two. So I can choose to take elementary microeconomics and that foundation mathematics in semester 1.
Which one are you doing? You want to do, you can do economics 1C in semester 1, maths in semester 1 or 2, because 1DO, elementary macroeconomics, that's in semester 2, that you can't change. You cannot change where there's only one. Where it says 1 and 2, you can swap around.
Okay, because I was saying that because the academic literacy clashes in semester 1, so I can take it in semester 2. And
yes,
then
that's correct.
Then you said we can, and then we're gonna be told on the ISTN workshops.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
We don't run that program. Yeah, it's a teaching and learning unit. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so when I'm creating my timetable, I can just only put the foundation math and the microeconomics. Just those two.
No, you can do elementary economics, your ISTN workshops, your foundation maths. Yes, that's right. 1, 2, 3. So you're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. So you'll do 4 next semester. Yeah.
Oh, okay then.
Yeah, because 112, so there are divided by 16, so there are 7 modules. So you'll do 3 and 4. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Does everybody
Thank you.
understand this? Anything more about clashes in the BCom general? Offering up Westville part-time, SF contact, part-time, yeah, I'm not sure. Semester, what does that mean then? Okay, Bongi Gui McKee's raised her hand.
Good morning, Prof.
Morning.
For the ACCT1 AL module, when I was checking the timetable, there were only tutorials throughout the whole week. So I was wondering if that's a typo or were there supposed to be some lectures in some areas?
What module is that? For which degree are we talking about?
The BCom General Extended Program.
I'm not sure. It's accounting 1AL. It's academic literacy for commerce. You do it in semester 1 or 2. I'm not sure how it works. As I said, it's not run by us. It's run by the teaching unit, so I can't help you there.
Do you know who I can contact to inquire about that?
Don't know. Rivania, who did I contact at the teaching unit?
Hi. So if you refer to the contact information link that I put on, you'll see the teaching and learning unit details there. There's Professor Anna Bengasai, who's the head of the department. And then we have the AMS coordinator, Ms. Prim Naidu, and they would be able to direct you accordingly for the queries relating to the foundation level.
Okay, thank you.
And then while I've got you on speaker, Rivania, what does, just to confirm, what does PTSF stand for? Offering type Westville. PT is part-time, and then S/F, contact. Self-funded.
Self-funded.
Okay, all right. All right, because I think that's what it says in the handbook. Yeah, okay.
Is that
right.
you're referring to the BBA?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so the reality is that the BBA qualification is considered part-time by default because the lectures are in the evenings. However, students are registering full loads. That means that you are registering for all modules to complete a degree within 3 years and not over 6 years, okay? So it's considered part-time by default because lectures are in the evenings, but you still register a full load.
Okay. Tabani Sitole. Go ahead.
Okay. Hello.
Hi.
Yes. I got a question here. One of my friends applied at UKZN and got a film offer on Friday, but when he tried to accept it, he couldn't he unable to accept it. So he asked one of the helpers at UKZN. Then they told him to fill some forms of accepting an offer because he got an offer and with a resident, and fill all those forms and send to and give him an email where he must send all those documents and forms. But even now, there is no one who have responded to him. And when I look at the closing date for registration is too close. I think it's 7 February. So what can he do so that we will able to register and all those things and fix with also the residences? Yeah.
I'm not sure. I deal with academic matters, not with matters of acceptances. The college deals with that. Yeah, you'll have to get hold of the college. Yeah. Sorry.
All
Prof,
right.
can
No problem.
Tabani?
Yes,
Sorry. Hi.
Tabani.
Tabani, can I please ask you to send me a message via chat just to me so that and just give me the particulars and let's follow up with the college office. Can you do that?
Okay. Okay, can you please give me your WhatsApp number so that I can WhatsApp you right now?
Oh, okay. No, I can't give you my WhatsApp number. What I can do is I will send you a direct message and then please respond to me from there. Okay, Tabani? Now on Zoom, I'll
Okay, no
send you a
problem.
direct message.
Okay,
Okay.
no problem.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Prof, we've got Zamantungwa Khumalo. Zamantungwa,
Okay.
I'm allowing you to talk.
Okay. Ravanya, sorry, before you speak, Zama, Ravanya, I've got a question, and it's a valid question. It says Maths 194, okay, it's semester 1 and 2. Does it mean that they can choose, or do they have to do it in both semesters because it's 32 credits?
So there's 2 modules that are with the semester 1 and 2. What it basically means is that the modules are annual modules. So they are run across the whole year, which is over 2 semesters. So they will be done from semester 1 going into semester 2. Okay, so they are annual modules. So that would be not just for maths, but it's also for the academic literacy module, which is the ACCT code.
Because what they were saying is that there's a clash with economics 1C, so they'll have to take that up with the teaching unit.
Yes, I'm sure they will provide them with a timetable. I think everyone's very enthusiastic to start, but the teaching and learning unit will communicate the timetable to everyone. So you will be fine. There's no lectures that we will clash for any first year modules or any other module for that matter in a specific level. Okay, so even there have been many queries on the chat surrounding the timetable and clashes. Remember, you're choosing your timetables per blocks. If you can see it's clashing with a specific block, choose another block, okay? So you've got to design it in such a way that there are no clashes. The best way to do that is to look at your registration, because when you selected the blocks from the registration system, that would have automatically meant that there are no clashes. If there were clashes, you would have received an error while you were registering online. Okay, so try and use those blocks that you selected from the registration system. That will ensure you won't have any clashes. If you have clashes, then you've got to redo your timetable. Okay?
Yeah, there's a lot of questions. Students are saying there are clashes, there is this, there is that. So if we can just, if you're on the teaching and if you're doing that, if you're on the extended program, yeah, wait for teaching and learning unit to assist you. And then also, you know, if at first year level there are clashes with tutorials, you'll have to work it out with your lecturers, or you have to choose a different block. Yeah, I can't really cater for all those sorts of things here in this short session. Yeah, but Thandi, how long do we have left? We only had 1 hour, hey?
We finished at 10 to 12.
Oh, we finished. Oh, yeah, so we've still got time. No, that's great.
Yes, I see Zaman Tunga still has her or his hand up, but I've been unmuting. Let me try again.
Maybe what's his name doesn't work.
Yeah, okay. I see there's Samgelo Dinisa. Samgelo, please go ahead.
Thank you.
Good day, everyone.
Hi. How are you?
I hope you guys are okay. Good, thanks.
Good. What can I help you with?
So, ma'am, I've registered for a Bachelor's of Business Administration.
BBA.
And
No. Yeah.
before I registered, I made sure I've checked everything. And on your guys' website, it says it's a full-time degree. But after registration on the system, it says part-time. And most of the funding, like most of the bursaries, do not cover part-time degrees. So I'm asking if the BBA will be covered by bursaries, since I don't know if someone else here explained that it's only part-time by default because it's nighttime classes, but to be exact, it's a full-time degree. So I'm not sure if I'll still be covered by the funding, or I won't.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't. Yeah, sorry. You were stalking.
Sorry, ma'am.
No, I thought somebody was talking. I'm not sure about the funding. Yeah, I don't deal with funding.
So who should I contact for this issue?
What's his name? Yeah, there was a link put in the chat. Tandi Juma, she put a link in finance to query that. So yeah.
Okay, Prof, I'll put through the contact details for our funding advisors, Mr. Musa Gasa, and there's one for every campus, Samgelo. I'll put it again on chat in just a minute. So please look out for it.
Okay,
Okay, thank you very much.
Look out for the details, yeah.
Okay, thanks, ma'am. Bye.
Bye. Yeah, Usmail again to everyone. Now, Uzair has been very, very vocal, and maybe Uzair must just come to the platform and air all his grievances or his queries. But first of all, he was upset because we're having online classes. But now he's saying, what time are classes for the BBA? Evening classes, because I live far away and it's not even safe to travel at night. Well, actually, the BBA is online, so you don't have to travel anywhere because you can be at home with your laptop with a good internet connection. So we start at 5:30 and we finish at 8:30. Are there any other questions Uzair Ishmael wants to ask? Or I'm repeating what you've put on the chat. I'm not trying to, but yeah, maybe it's better for you to come and ask questions here. This is messed up. I don't know what is messed up, but yeah, it's not nice to put all these nasty comments in the chat. It's maybe better to just come forward and talk and say what you want to say and ask what you want to ask, rather than that's where rumors and confusion and everything comes in when you start with these chats and you start answering. And yeah. Alwanda Majola's got his hand up.
Good morning, Prof.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. I I wanted to ask if is also admin studied online.
No, I've put in the chat, it's only the Bachelor of Business Administration. The B admin is face to face. A lot of people have asked that question in the chat and I did address that. It is only the BBA that is online. Yeah, so please everyone, only the BBA is online. The Bachelor of Commerce, Extended Bachelor of Commerce, General, the Bachelor of Administration is face to face. Can we change from BBA to BA? You can if you meet the entry requirements. You can change from BBA to BA. Yeah, there are a lot of rooms, Ria Singh. There's going to be some orientation. You know, you will be told about where your rooms are. The land passwords, you will only get your land password when you, how does the land password work? ICS will address that question tomorrow anyway. You can ask them tomorrow, but you've got to be a registered student first, and then you've got to apply for a password. When can I change from BBA to BA? You can write to the college office and you can ask them, can I change from BBA to BA? You've still got time, but you're going to have to work really fast because the last day for registration is next week, Friday. So yeah, you've got to make sure you're all registered by next week, Friday. Yeah, you can have 2 tutorials of the same module on the same day. They are one after the other. Yes, that is possible. Yeah. You can have one tutorial, then another tutorial. Unless in accounting, what they normally do is they look at the tutorials and they would place you in different tutorials. When are we going to get our BBA timetables? I think Ruvani addressed that earlier on. Yeah. Ruvani, the timetable for BBA, she addressed that already. Can you change from BBA to BCom General? You can if you meet the minimum entry requirement. As I said, as long as you've got 30 points and you've got level 4 maths, you can come into BCom General. Where can we go to change? You go to the college office. You send an email to the college office. Does anybody have any other questions? I don't know what time you finish your last lecture. The end of the day does. I'm sure it's about 5:30 or something. I'm not sure. Depends on your timetable. You'll have to check. When you will choose your majors? When you basically know what you want to do, like in your second year, you will look at your major. You can put something down now, and you probably will want to change later on. I don't know. Can you be a CEO with a B admin degree? You know, what you must remember, in a company, there is only one CEO, okay? There might be lots of people, okay? There aren't a lot of CEOs. So it's a very competitive, it's very hard to get to CEO level. So there's only one. So it's up to you how you apply yourself. A B admin degree, you will find that you will have to do an extra qualification and an extra qualification. And you may get there, you may not get there. A lot of people don't get there. You may not want to get there once you're working. You might think it's not worth all the hassle. Can you get a finance job with the BBA? Because you do some finance modules. It depends what in finance. You know, you might already be in finance. You might be in debtors. You might be in creditors. You might be in accounts. So yeah, you could. Lushli's got his hand up. Lushli Satole. Go ahead, sir. Or I'm not sure if it's a boy or a girl.
Good morning, ma'am.
Hi, sir. How are you?
Good yourself. I've got a question regarding accounting 103 and 102.
Yes.
If you've registered for Accounting 103, at the end of semester one, is it possible to switch to Accounting 102, or do you have to have
Yes.
registered for Accounting
No,
102?
no, no. Because as I said, you might be registered for Accounting 103. You've done Accounting 101, and you might say, I love this. I'm passionate about accounting. And then you'll change to Accounting 102. You can change your modules. There's nothing stopping you.
Okay. And then I've got another question about just the Learn platform.
Mm-hmm.
How do we go about logging into the Learn platform?
You use your LAN logging details. You go learn. Let me see how I haven't been in there for a long time because I've been. Don't know if I can share. Hang on. Skype. Let me see if I can learn. Yeah, maybe I can share that. Let's have a look. Am I sharing? Yeah, I'm sharing now. So what I basically did was I went to Google and I put in Learn 2025. And then it kind of took me here, Learn 2025, and then you log in here. So you've got agriculture, you've got health sciences, humanity, law and management studies. So you're under the law and management studies, but you would log in. And then you put in your username and your password. I hope it works. So yeah, so am I in? Yes, I'm in. So it tells me that I'm logged in. So I would go to law and management. And then I don't have my courses. You go to my courses. I haven't set up any courses yet.
Just a question on that. Would my username be my student number?
Your student number and your password, yeah. So I use my login details for UKZN. But you see, you've got the School of Management Information Technology. I actually haven't set anything up yet. But yeah, so the modules that have been set up is Management 2SM. And that's been set up, and that's Nigel and Mervyn Williamson and Linda Kaneni. There's three, that's on Management 314. So they've set up their modules already. So if I go in here, you see, I don't think I can get in because I'm not registered for this module. You can't enroll yourself in this course. But you see, I would be, if I was enrolled in the module, I would be able to see everything that's there.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
And with just a final question, with mentors, when will be like allocated mentors?
I'm not sure. You did email them. I'm not sure when they will be allocated.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just want to share my screen. How do you get the timetable? So you would go to, I normally go to,
Hi, Prof. Can I put the timetable link on the chat for everyone?
Yeah, please. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thanks. Ravanya will put in the link for the timetable. There you are, timetable at ukzn.ac.za. See, that comes up here. So you go, whichever timetables are here. So you would go to your Pietermaritzburg campus, you go to your semester 1 modules, and there it tells you your dates. And then you go BBA, Humanities, Dietetics, semester 1 excluding dietetics. So if you're BBA, you would go here. And then you would go the timetable finder. And here are your modules, and it will tell you where they are available, when they are available. So Monday is the BBA Communication of Business, and then it tells you here when they're available. BBA, which is the economics, is on the Tuesday, and then the business management is on a Thursday, and then the management science is on a Wednesday. So you see they're all there. If we look at, back. It's not taking me back now, but it's actually very user-friendly. Okay. I'm not sure if Tandi Juma is going to make the recording for Monday. I'm not sure if they'll be made available to the students.
Yes, Prof, they will, but on the website, preferably before the end of this week, on the teaching and learning website. Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay. Any other questions? Lorata? Hi, Lorata. Please unmute yourself.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Oh, ma'am, I wanted to ask you about the timetable. I'm at the Westville campus, but when I go there and press the Westville campus, it doesn't show me an option for business BBA, Bachelor of Business Administration. So I don't know what.
All right, let's have a look. Okay, so this is your the link. Okay, Ravanya put it in the chat. You go to campus, you go Westville campus, you go to semester 1 modules. Okay, let's have a look. You go all the way down. What it's telling you here, it's the public holidays and all that. Please click the relevant link below to access the required timetables. We are in the management studies, so you would click on management studies and then timetable finder. Okay, these are all the BBA modules. Okay, these are where the BBA modules are, but
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
No, that's the BBA. Are you looking for the BBA timetable or the BCom?
Oh, BBA timetable, Bachelor of Business Administration.
I don't know why it's not there. But it's the same as Pietermaritzburg. In this case, campus is semester 2.
If I can just come in, Bob. If the timetable for BBADM, Bachelor of Business Administration, is not on the timetable website, I have explained previously that the timetables will be sent to all registered students for the qualification by this Friday. Okay, so you will get it on a student email account as well as your private email account until you get familiar with the student platforms. Okay, so just be rest assured that BBA students, you will receive specific emails from the administrators by this Friday. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much.
All the lectures for BBA are Monday to Friday from 5:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Okay, so they're 3-hour lectures daily, 1 day for each module. Okay, and all those lectures with BBA codes will be online for 2025.
Okay, anything else? I think we've come to the end now, hey, Tandi?
Yes, Prof, we can go ahead and close if there are no more questions, and just remind students to please tune in for tomorrow's session by ICS. The link to join is also on the chat. Thanks, Prof.
Thank you very much. All the best, guys. And I hope to see you in 3 years' time, or 4 years' time on the graduation stage. Okay, bye.